Everybody, hello. It was like I I struggled to decide what to stream tonight, or even if I had enough energy to do so. Um, so we usually play Digimon Hacker's Memory on Tuesdays. But today, because the cards we opened out of this Metazoo box here, it is super pale. Sorry, out of this Metazoo box. Um, it got me wanting to build some decks, and I was watching some Metazoo gameplay and stuff on YouTube that gave me some ideas. Um, so I have two ideas. Two ideas. So looking at the screen. Hi Mercury, I swear. Um, but anyway, so I have two decks added to this Tigriz. Hi Mercury, how are you, swear? How you doing? So I have two deck ideas, two decks that I want to build tonight, or attempt to. It may or may not work. I don't know how this is gonna work. We've done something like this before. Well, we've done unboxing and things, but that's over here on this side of the desk. And I figured this might be easier to see all the cards that we're putting in the deck, but okay. So here's one of the cards I'm going to build a deck for. And like I can angle it like this, and you can kind of read it, but if I hold it up, it gets completely washed out. So to read it, I have to turn off the light here and hold it up to like here, because my camera is Garbo. So I don't know. I don't know. Um, but so I have two deck ideas, or two monsters I want to build decks around. I have I'm good, Mercury. I'm good. How are you, sir? How you doing? Elliot, thank you for the follow, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Mwah. How you doing? But I'm good, Mercury. I'm good, sir. How are you? We had sausage, bell pepper risotto for dinner. So today we usually play Digimon on Tuesdays, but I got some ideas for some decks, and I got too excited about it, and I need to do it. Otherwise, I'll be thinking about it till I do it. Um, so there's a pretty good chance I'll move the camera over here. It'll be easier to show you the cards that way. We might do that repeatedly throughout the stream, but I'm good, Mercury. I'm good, sir. I'm good. What did I do today? I slept in a little because I was up late looking at my Metazoo cards, seeing what I could add to my draft cube from the booster box we opened. This thing, and that got me some ideas. I had some stuff in the cube that didn't really make sense when I thought about it. It made more sense to just build a deck around it. So that's what we're doing. I have this guy. We didn't open this out. These are all newer cards. The booster box we opened Saturday is the second Metazoo set, so most of these are all newer, but this guy, he's a deity. He's really strong. So he has a power here. Well, I need to turn down the music on my I guess I could just put off my noise suppression. There we go. Let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet. It is a 2-minute loop, so if you guys get tired of it, I apologize. There's a decent chance I will too, but I don't know. So he has a power. This thing, the blue text, Armageddon or Salvation. You tap him. So Metazoo plays basically like Magic the Gathering unset, like unglued or Unfinity, whatever it's called. It basically just plays like little janky Magic, but with lots of traits and things to keep track of. Similar to Magic, how Magic has reach, trample, and stuff. All that like reach, trample, flying, that is all conveyed by these symbols on the card. So this wall means he is defender, which means his HP is doubled on when it's not my turn. Sorry, it's not focusing at all. And he is flying, so that means he can't. So flying in Metazoo works a little differently. You can block a flying creature, you just can't attack a flying creature unless it's with another flying creature. And this shield here, getting like zapped, means he's magic proof, he's spell proof. And these symbols right here are fourth wall bonuses. So depending on the Magic set, these symbols look very different. They've changed the look of the trait symbols and the terror symbols a lot. They've changed it a lot. You know what? I think it would be easier if we move over here. For now, I think it would just be easier. But hi, Kazi. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, shoot. I need to get... Oh, no. There's the ad break. There we go. Please go follow Mercury. Mercury is super sweet. They're awesome. Please go give them love. Please, please. Cheng, I can't do that. I can't do that, Cheng. And please go follow Kazi. Kazi is super sweet. Kazi is adorable. They are a fox thing VTuber. And Kazi does... Oh, wait. We can look here. See what Mercury's done recently. Pocket! Oh my goodness. But please go follow Kazi and Mercury. They're both super sweet. They're big old sweethearts. Please give them lots of love. But just before we transition cameras, I know people... Here you go. I'm wearing this today. Or, I don't know. I haven't worn these in a while. Here you go. Just some striped thigh highs. These are red. The same colors. The card borders are Metazoo cards. Thank you, Kazi. Yeah, these are actually the first ones. These socks. These arm warmers are a little newer. I have some older ones that don't go past the elbow. They go to like my elbow joint. They crawl up my arm a lot. These ones don't. These ones are great. These are actually like the first thigh highs I ever bought. I got these on Hot Topic, I think. Pretty sure. Because Hot Topic, their online store, they had a lot of sales on stuff like this pretty often. Pretty often. I guess I'll just wait till after the ad break. But yeah, so I have 2 decks I want to try building today. We'll see how long that takes. Hopefully I don't give myself a headache with thinking too hard. Yeah, so let me show you guys this. So, just... Okay. So, can I put this on the desk? This is one 10,000 card box. I have another one that has no wiggle room. It is completely full. This needs to be here. I have a lot of Metazoo cards. Most of this box is pretty much just a playset of every card that I have. For the most part, there's some extras in here that won't fit in the other box, and a bunch of tokens and terras and aura cards. Aura cards are your resources. Let's see. So, this is Flame Aura. These are your land card equivalents. That's very bright, but those are your lands. So, because I guess it's easier right now. So on this is the boss monster of the deck. One of the decks I want to build. He has a sun symbol and a mountain symbol, so that means he gets a bonus listed right next to the symbol when you're playing in that when that terrain is nearby where you're playing. So yes, these are all cards. I have one more like this, another box just like this, that has no wiggle room. Like, the cards don't do this. They are completely full. So I have room for no more cards. If I want more, I'm gonna have to throw some away. And most of this is just chaff. Especially in the other box, that's all chaff. This is mostly a playset of everything so I can easily access a playset of something. Anyway, so before we start building a deck, I want to tell you guys how the anatomy of a Metazoo card, which would be easier when we swap the camera. But so these symbols down here are the fourth wall bonuses, right? So if it's daytime or you're playing near a mountain or on a mountain, this guy does 50 more damage for each, which is a lot. Which is a lot. And you have the blue text right here. That's a power. It's like a Poké power or an ability you tap for in Magic the Gathering, like what's the elf card that taps for a green mana? You can tap it to generate a green mana. I can't remember right now. I'm gonna beat myself up because I can't remember it, but stuff like that, where you tap a creature in Magic the Gathering to do an ability. That's what this blue text means. And then you have your attack down here. The name of the attack, the status effect indicators it inflicts. You can't see that. And then the damage. It'll be easier to do it over here. But so the Terra cards, there are Terra. So in case you have a water deck and you're not playing in the middle of the ocean or by your river, you use Terra cards to simulate those effects. So if it's not winter, you play this is snowing. So if it's not snowing outside, but your monsters get bonuses if it's snowing, you play this, and it simulates that effect until the card leaves the battlefield. There's an island, dusk, dawn. There's a bunch of them. Metazoo is fun. It is. I think it is fun. It's just that there is so much to keep track of and remember. Like, there's 12 colors in Metazoo, or types, I guess. I don't know. Kind of like Pokemon, I suppose. Pokemon has a decent amount of them. But where Magic has 5 colors, we have 12 or 11. So it's just a lot. Anyway, I'm going to put this back. Actually, I need to leave it here. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a second and transition over here. Yeah. So I'll be right back. You can still hear me, but you just can't see me. So we transition for here. And please let me know if the music gets too repetitive. It's on a 2-minute loop, so might get a little jarring, and I'm sorry. If it does, we can listen to some Metazoo music, I guess. Maybe we can do that later. So we activate it again. Here we are, back in the blanket corner. Okay. So now I could like show you guys. This will be easier. So this is okay. Achia Labapa. I'm probably saying that really wrong. Achia Labapa. Bapa. It is card 1 out of 174 in the set that it's in. So it's not hollow, so it's not. Anyway. So the anatomy of a Metazoo card. So up here we have the text, its name, its beastie tribe, that's its creature type, and how many you can have in your deck. In Metazoo, a spell book is called your deck is called your spell book. Individual cards are called pages, and your hand is called your chapter, and drawing a card is called bookmarking. It's all very flavorful, and because Magic has trademarks or whatever on tap and stuff like that. But those are all pretty much analogous for each other. And when you attack, you tap or fatigue the page, so you turn it sideways. And then when you untap, it's called Awaken. Just for some context. Sorry, stupid glare still. What if I turn right off there? That's too dark. My eyes. I'm so sorry. Okay. So let me just read it to you. If this page, and this is its cost. So this costs, to summon, this costs 3 light aura and 3 earth aura. And it has 150 life points. And as its text here, if this page, so a card, is placed into a discard pile, because Metazoo has 3 discard piles. There's the limbo, where your creatures and your artifacts go. Hi, Chris. The cemetery is where your spells go, and the afterlife is where your aura cards, your land equivalents, and your terra pages go. So if this guy's placed into any 3 of those, you can shuffle him back into your deck. And his power, called Armageddon or Salvation, so you tap him, and you have 2 options. You can set the current life point total. Oh, and players are called casters. And you have a max of 1,000 life points. So this power sets the current life points of all players to 500, and then you shuffle them back into your deck. Or you activate the following effect X times, where X is the number of earth, light, or that symbol is brilliant. It's in every color at once, or any color. But specifically, that you need lands with that symbol. And or those are pages you control, and you activate that effect X times. Target beastie, artifact, or caster is dealt 20 damage. So if it's late game, you can probably just kill everything. And its attack is Light of Creation for 100 damage and inflicts 5 burn. 5 burn stacks up to 6 counters, I think. And burn applies to monsters and people, or players. And what burn does is whenever you attack, you take 20 damage. And burn or indicators tick down at the end of every turn. So 6 burn counters doesn't mean you're taking a bajillion damage from burn. That just means your burn sticks longer. And the star symbol on a card, this little yellow star, means that's a fourth wall effect. So when you attack, its attack effect is if daytime is active, or daytime is active until the end of your next turn. So you attack with him, then until the end of your next turn, daytime is active. So he gets the 50 damage bonus from playing during the day, which is actually pretty good. So this guy is very strong. Very strong. He's immune. So this wall symbol means he's defender. So when it's not your turn, his HP is doubled. So it'd be, what, 300? Flying means he can't be attacked except by other flying creatures. Because in Magic, the flavor is the flying creature flies over your head, right? Or flies over your other creature's heads and hits you. In Metazoo, they swoop down. So you can block a flying creature. Just can't attack them. And the shield symbol getting like laser beamed means he's immune to spells. So that's one of the decks I want to build. And my hope is that maybe later this week I can get my brother to play a game with me, and I can show you guys how this game actually works, like in a real sense, besides just trying to tell it to you. I can show you, but we'll see. But hi Chris, how you doing, sweetheart? Lazy night tonight? Well, I hope you get some good rest, dear. And that's one of the decks I want to build today. The other revolves around this guy. This is the Raven Mocker. You can have 3 of him in your deck. I actually bought 2 of this promo because I thought it was different from the ones I pulled of regular booster packs. Like I can see more energy. I see. And if I can just sum up what he does in a vague sense, he's in the arena. Okay, let me just read it. So you may caw to summon this page at any time. So if you make a cawing sound like a crow, you can play him whenever you want. And while he's in the arena, whenever a card is discarded, place it into the afterlife instead. So essentially, in like Yu-Gi-Oh terms or Magic terms, you banish any card that would be discarded while he's active. And then once per turn, if a monster card is banished in Magic terms, he gains 30 life points. So he increases his life point total by 30. Once per turn if a monster is placed in the afterlife. Its attack is Hearts of the Damned for 10 damage, and it does an additional plus 15 for each monster card in the banished zone, or the afterlives, for yours and your opponents. And if you're playing in the Linsville Gorge, his attack damage is doubled. So that will probably rarely ever come out. But that's what the Ravenmocker does. Oh. And the eye symbol there with the cross through it or a slash through it means he's invisible. So he can't be attacked or blocked. But he can be the target of spells. And he gets a 20 life point bonus if you're playing at dusk, and 20 damage bonus if you're playing at nighttime. So nighttime is the crescent moon. Full moon is a white circle with a wolf in front of it. That's the full moon symbol. Anyway, I always got those confused. But hi, Demon. Mwah. How are you, sweetheart? How you doing? Okay, so those are the 2 decks I want to build decks around to those guys. I think we'll start with the Phoenix-looking dragon thing. I think we'll start with that one. So, I have some ideas. So, I don't know if any of this is going to make sense to anybody. Until we can like play this on stream, which shouldn't be too hard. I just have to clean off my side table and set that up. Anyway, okay. So this is the guy we're building the deck around. So I had some ideas with the cards we pulled from the booster box. Because we pulled a Divine Covenant, which just equalizes everyone's life points, every player's life points, rounded down. So if you're losing, you play this card. Even if you're not losing, you play this card, and essentially, if you're playing with just two people, you and another player, your life points basically just get halved. Or if you're losing, you get restore it, double it, and then everyone draws 3 cards. So it's like, okay, well, that's a light card because there's the light symbol up there. And then we pulled 2 Righteous Reckoning. It's just a board wipe. It's like that magic card that kills everything and replaces them with 1/1 spirit tokens. But yeah, so I had some ideas with that, and we pulled another card from the booster box called Exquisite Stew that lets you draw a card. Yeah, you draw a card and then take 50 damage, and then you inflict yourself with 5 burn counters if you have more life points than any other player. So what you do, I don't know if this is a good combo, but it is a combo. You play Divine Covenant, then you so you equalize everyone's life point total. Then you play Exquisite Stew, if you have it. Ideally, you have this. So you it's card draw, but you do take 50 damage. But it costs 0, so you can play this in any deck you want, even though it's a green card. And then you don't take the burn, because the 5 burn, that really sucks. And also, this guy halves everyone's HP or turns everybody's life point total to 500. So then you're equalized, then you take, and then you drink the stew and you draw a card or whatever. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that would win you games, but yeah, it is an option. So I don't know if that's good, but it's a combo. It is a combo. Anyway, I got excited when I was thinking about it. So there's some other cards I pulled out of the box already. So there's this is the only multicolored card that is the same color as this that I own. This is Boojum. He's a Sasquatch, and when you summon him, he makes 3 tokens that when they're destroyed, you search your deck for. So when you summon him, you make the tokens. And hold on, let me just read it. If a contract means when you summon him, when he enters the battlefield. If a cop pipe is within eyesight, you create 3 stone jug tokens, 25 life point earth artifacts with the effect. Well, it's in the arena. Any caster may attack, target, or destroy this artifact, and when it's destroyed, any artifact under this artifact is placed into the arena awakened. If you do, you may search your spellbook for up to 2 artifacts with a cost of 0, and place each artifact under a stone jug token. And his attack is Jug Smash for 60. This is a 3-drop hitting for base 60, which is already pretty darn tootin' good. That's like enough to almost kill a whole Boojum on its own. So with this guy, you ideally you're pulling out your mana rocks, because mana rocks in this game enter tapped, um, unless they have haste themselves. The equivalent of haste in Metazoo, anyway. So you play Boojum, you search your deck for. It's also a deck thinner. You search for your mana rocks and you play them. They're not in play when they're still under the jugs, but any player may attack, target, or destroy the artifact. So your opponent can still just like destroy it, or you can destroy it itself. Because there is a self-destroy trait. You tap it and you just destroy it. Or you can block with the token. Maybe, I don't actually know if you can, but this is the only guy that I have in my collection that's also a light and earth beastie. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of native the set this guy's from. And then there's 2 Terra pages. I'm playing just a daytime. I'm picking this one because the art's pretty. And this one has an effect. Defenders, creatures that you declare as defenders gain plus 10 life points until the end of the turn. So if there's a guy that you want to block with to protect another one of your guys, it makes them a little tougher. It does do that for your opponent too. But you know. And then there is the other one of the other cards I pulled out of the box already. This is Sam's Cryptid Cam. This card is actually a staple, I think, or considered somewhat of a staple, or was considered stable because the game is dead. But it's an artifact. You can have 3 in your deck. So the boot symbol, with the boot with the wing symbol, means it has haste. Thank you for the 5-stream streak, Demon. Thank you. Oh yeah, everybody's streak probably ended because I didn't stream yesterday. Oops. And then that little like star symbol or whatever is the flash trait. So flash is when you play the card. When you summon a card with flash, you can target an opposing monster, flip a coin, and if you get heads, or your opponent does, and if they get heads or tails, I don't remember which, they fail a coin flip, that monster you targeted with a flash goes back to their hand. Which is kind of flavorful because it's a camera. But it costs 2 to drop and has 60 life points. It has a power called Snapshot, so you tap it to do this. If camera film is within eyesight, target a beastie with an aura cost of 2 or less. If the targeted beastie has a spirit trait, which is kind of like flying, except spirits can only be attacked by other spirits. This can only be attacked and blocked by other spirits. It's like fancy flying, but for ghosts. If it has the spirit trait, it loses the trait until the end of the next turn, and then you place a photograph token in the arena that is a copy of the targeted beastie with the text, "This beastie loses and cannot gain traits. Destroy this beastie at the end of your next turn." So you use this power, bam. You take the spirit's trait away, so it's vulnerable to attack by your non-spirits, and you get a copy token of that spirit monster, the monster with the spirit trait. So you get an additional monster till the end of your turn, your next turn, which gets you an additional blocker in case you need it, or just to swing with it. This card's really good because spirit can be a pain in the butt to deal with if your deck's not super equipped for it. Anyway, so I picked those 2. And then we have, I grabbed a playset of this. But here's the Bay Rum that Boojum makes or whatever, I think. It's a potion. It's a 0 drop, so you put it in any deck. Target player recovers 25 life points and cannot be inflicted with status indicators until the end of the next turn. So you play this, and you recover 25 life points. But that would mess up Exquisite Stew, because you'd have more HP. Anyway. But this gives you protection from status effect indicators, so you couldn't be poisoned or anything. Or target beastie loses 10 life points and has a status effect indicator removed. So you either heal yourself and you make yourself immune to poison and stuff like that, or you hurt your monster a little and remove poison or burn from it or whatever. And 10 is like, I think 10's the same damage that poison does, and a single poison indicator would do. So I don't know if that'd be worth it, but it does recover 25 life points. But that's all I have for this deck so far. So we need to pick some monsters and we need some spells. In Metazoo, the deck total card deck minimum deck limit is 40, so we want to try and stick around as close to that as possible. We don't want to inflate the deck too much. We want it to be thin. So for this deck, I think we just need to get this guy out as soon as possible and have some stuff to stall until we get him out, and ramp, preferably some ramp would be good. Anyway, that's all I've picked the deck so far. So I need to go over some staples that will just be including no matter what, because this game Metazoo does have those for the most part. Okay, so there's the Chaos Crystal. This is an example of something you would grab with Boojum, with your jug tokens. It's an artifact, so artifacts do have life point total, so they can be attacked and destroyed. So artifact mana rocks can be a little risky because they can, especially turn 1, because they can be attacked by a monster and destroyed. But you can tap this and generate 3 aura of any color, so it's a shoe-in pretty much. I think I have a hollow one that we can put in. Then there is Bookmark. It's a 1-drop and it lets you draw 2 cards. It's a Pot of Greed. You need to play Bookmark. You need to. And there's newer versions of this, or better versions of this. There's one called New Year's New Beginnings, which is a Professor Oak. These are pretty much Professor Oaks from Pokemon. You refresh your hand, draw 7, draw a fresh new hand. New Year's New Beginnings makes it so you and your opponent discard your hands. This one, just regular New Beginnings. There's multiple different artworks of this card, but you shuffle your hand back into your deck and draw 7 fresh new cards. And then we have Lightning in the Bottle. It's another potion. You play it and it untaps your monster and gives them first strike. Works the same way in Magic. They do their damage first, so if they kill the monster with their damage, they don't take retaliatory damage. This card is probably one of the best cards in the game for sure. Lets you attack as many times as you have lightnings in the bottles with one of your big monsters till you run out in a turn. Then we have next chapter. I think is the newest version of like New Beginnings and stuff. You draw a card, then each player may place any number of cards in their hand to the bottom of their deck. Then each player draws equal to the number of cards they place at the bottom of the spellbook. So It's like New Beginnings, except you can pitch the cards you don't want and keep the ones you do want, and you can put 2 in your deck instead of just 1 New Beginnings. I think that's it for like the just like draw cards and lightnings in the bottles and the chaos crystal. There's some colorless cards, are just regular colorless spells that you want to play. We pulled some out of the booster box actually. One that you want to play most of the time is Absorb Aura. It just destroys your opponent's mana rocks, and then you get the mana that aura rock makes. So you play this, and you would target a Chaos Crystal with it. Then you would get 1 mana or aura as the same type as the destroyed artifact. So if you destroyed a Chaos Crystal, you would get 1 colorless. Excuse me, because Chaos Crystal is colorless. Were there any others in here that would be convenient? There's Destroy Terra that would destroy a Terra card. That's not as necessary. There's this card that makes you destroy a land and your opponent destroys a land, but it's expensive. It costs 4, so you're not playing this till at least turn 4. Like at least turn 4 or sooner, unless if you get some good ramp, but you and your opponent have to pop a land. I think, oh yeah, and we're going to be including 2 copies of Index. This lets you search any monster card ever. Like it's a generic searching, but the turn you play this card, it can be the only card you play that turn, besides a non-land card or a non-aura card. So, but we will be playing 2 copies of that because it's very nice. It's convenient. Very convenient. I think did we only pull 1 copy? That's kind of annoying. Alright, we gotta go digging for 1. Let me grab some Absorb Auras too. We'll play 2 copies of Absorb Aura. Grab. Okay, yeah, I gotta go in the box and go dig around for an Index. Which would be here. Should have a copy of Index somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Come on, Index. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you guys are doing okay. Where are you, Index? I just need 1 copy of Index. Did I really use all of them? This is why I wasn't sure if this was gonna work for a stream, because it's just gonna be me going through my cards a lot. Come on. Be another Index in here. Come on. If there's not, I'm gonna be a little upset. There's an appendix. Where are you? Where are you? might have put them all in my cube, but they're not. Oh, it is an uncommon. The card is an uncommon. It shouldn't be that rare. There. Okay. There's 2 copies of Index. Any more in here? Okay. Alright, there's a playset for both decks. Cool. Alright, we'll need to go digging for those anymore. Okay. We should probably get our mana or resource situation figured out too. Okay, there's some water. We'll figure that out after we find all the cards we want to put in the deck. Again, oops. Let me know if the music gets a little grating. We can swap to listening to Metazoo music, I guess, because people use it in their videos and they don't get... Supposedly they haven't gotten muted or copyright striked or anything, so... Okay. So now we need to grab the stack of Earth cards. And let's see if we can find any monsters and stuff we want to use, because we only have 3 so 3 so far. Unfortunately, this game in native, sorry, I can't talk. In the set this card came out, they released fusion auras or dual lands, and they're only in that set, and I don't have any, so we'll just be playing without them, but that's okay. We're not going to a tournament or anything. Where are they? It's dark. Dark. Where did it? Spirit. No. What the heck? I'm going crazy. Where did I put my Earth cards? They're in here somewhere. Yep, at the front. Oh, that's light. Where are they? Come on. I'm sorry. This is also, I just wanted to do this, but I don't know if it's making for great stream content. There they are. Okay. In the last place you look. Okay. So, we need to find some Earth monsters. Maybe with the same terror bonuses, or preferably. That'd be nice. And some that aren't too expensive. And here's another zero cost artifact. This taps for uh, one earth and one water aura. I don't think they made a mana rock that taps for an earth and a light. I don't think they did. So, have to make do. One spell I did want to include is Primordial Ooze. You equip this to a monster, and the monster gets 2 regeneration traits, which just means so regeneration at the end of every turn that monster regains or recovers 10 life points. So we're giving this gives it 2 regeneration traits. So it heals 20 at the end of every turn, and you give it a new creature type. So I'm just gonna set that to the side. We might play 2 of these two. A playset, Ready the Defender. I don't know. I haven't played too many Earth cards, so this is all new to me. But this lets you untap one of your tapped creatures so you can block with them, and they take 20 less damage from attacks, which might be good. I don't know. My deck building process, I just kind of look at all the cards. It's like, oh, that one would be good, and then I have a pile of like 60 cards, and then I have to trim it down to enough to fit in a 40 card deck. So yeah. We'll probably play 3 Boulder Bash. You can hit 2 different monsters for 25 each, or do 50 to one guy. We'll probably play that. Maybe put it to this side so I remember it's there. Sorry, I'm reading. Okay. We might play 2 Stone-Eating Gaius Scutus. He's just kind of generically pretty good. And he has the convert trait, so we can tap him to generate an aura. That's what that little arrow symbol means. The symbol with the hole with the arrow pointing in it means we can burrow him, so he basically just hides till the beginning or end of our next turn, so he can't be attacked or the target of spells or anything. His power is Scavenge, so you tap him and then take a guy out of your graveyard, put it under him, and then that makes his attack's base damage equal to a monster that's underneath him. So if our Boojums die, we can play our Stone-Eating Gaius Scutus, tap him and put a Boojum under him, and then he's hitting for 60 base. With the 10 from the mountain, that's 70. So that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. And he's fairly tanky. He's got 50 HP. There's this boulder of power. It's an artifact. um, so that little symbol of the guy flexing, that is stone skin. So it takes half damage from damage not from combat, non-combat damage. So this is you tap it. This lets you tap it to make one of your other monsters deal plus 20 damage on its attacks until the end of this turn. If it's an earth monster, it deals an additional 20. So buffing it by 40. That seems pretty good. It is a 4-drop, but it's of 80 life points and stone skin, so it might stick around for a while. And giving him another 40 damage bonus is pretty darn good. That seems pretty good to me. What else we got in here? After this, we need to look through light cards, and then we can put the deck together. Just looking now to see if there's anything else in here that gets bonuses from mountain or daytime. Whenever I hear someone or say daytime or nighttime, my brain goes daytime, nighttime, like the bird. Let's see. Oh, play some Graveyard's Mud. This gets us a Earth monster back from the graveyard. But it has to be 3 or less. So that would get us our boot drums. And Guy Scoota's back. So put it to the side. Okay. Is that the only one in here? Yeah. So I do have... They did make a John Henry card, which is interesting. This card is actually nuts. It does get 30 more damage from Mountain. This could be a boss monster all on its own too. So while it's in the arena, all other non-token monsters you control are unblockable and have plus 25 more life points. If this monster is inflicted with a status effect, deal 20 damage to it instead. And it hits for 50 and is super effective against Earth. If there's a symbol right here, that means it does super effective damage against that type. And he has unblockable, defender, and regeneration. So this guy's just generally pretty good. He is expensive though. He is a 5-drop. But if we get him out, he makes our deity right there unblockable. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anything else? No. Okay. Alright. So that's stuff for Earth stuff. We need to look at the light cards. I did this earlier, but alright, let's see. Hi Xenox, how are you, sweetheart? How you doing? Hi, hi. Um, we're attempting to build some Metazoo decks today. Um, I don't know if this makes for great stream content, but I wanted to do this, so we're giving it a shot. How are you, Xenox? How you doing? So you're just relaxing out. Nice, nice. Okay. I don't know how good this deck is going to be, but oh, wanted to build it. Just heads up, it's been an hour already. What? Yes, please let me know. No one said anything, but please let me know if the music gets tiring on the ears. It is a 2-minute long song on loop, so just let me know if it gets to be too much. Okay. Sorry, big yawn. Did we pull a hollow prism beam? We did. Alright, we'll play the hollow version. So this card equips to a aura page, or the equivalent of lands in Metazoo. And it becomes a light aura page and generates an additional light aura upon generating aura. So it's some ramp. So we could, if we were in a pinch or whatever, we could equip this to our opponent's land cards to mess them up on like turn 1 or whatever, or equip it to our thing, to one of our lands. We could equip it to one of our earth lands, earth auras, to make it turn it into a light aura if we needed it. So we'll play that. Maybe. Probably. Is there anything else? Okay. All right. So we looked through. So this card is light aura and is a light type and an earth type. So we're looking at our earth and light cards, see if we can find anything cool, maybe a little synergistic. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. There is a light monster that would be pretty good. Let's see. None in this handful here. Oh, not in this handful. We might want to play like 2 or 3 light wards. It's a 20 life point artifact, and when you play it, you target a monster, and that monster can't make attacks as long as this the light ward is in play. So we might play some of those. Not the best ever, but it's fine enough. Oh, I already put the earth cards away. Might have fun pile it. There's also the Stone of Protection that reduces the damage an equipped monster would take, and if it's an attack from a dark monster, it takes an additional 20 less. So that's pretty good too. Let's see. Let's just grab 3. Can always put them away later. All right, and 8 others. Okay, there's some extra. Okay. All right, and a monster. We definitely want to play, for sure, is the Light Elemental. This card is one of the best light cards they ever printed in Metazoo. It's a beastie elemental. You can have 7 in your deck, and that's the spirit trait. Gets a 20 damage bonus from daytime. It's a 2-drop with 20 HP, and it costs 1 hour to contract if you only control light pages. So it's a 1-drop earlier in the game, probably. Most of the time, unless we play an Earth Aura first. And its power is Kaleidoscope, so you tap it, and you make a Stained Glass token, a 20 life point light beastie with 20 damage, that does 20 damage and has fleet, so it has haste. And its attack is Shine Bright, and if this attack damages a player, Stained Glass tokens you control gain 10 more life points and 10 more damage on their attacks. So we definitely want to play them. Probably 4. I'd say 4 is a good number. Maybe cut that down to 3, probably, if we need to. We did pull a reverse hollow one. What's that at? Right there. Okay. Welcome back from the ad break. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate you lots. I'm sorry. I know this isn't the most exciting thing ever. I just really want to do this today. I got the bug to do it. I cleaned up and everything, and then we had the hand cam on my monitor so you guys could see the whole desk, but it was inconducive to holding up cards to the camera to read them to you, so you could see them. So we swapped over here. I don't know how exciting this is, but oh, that'd be good. Just okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I think maybe everything, or most everything. Okay. Maybe we play this card. Maybe. There's some use cases here for it. So there's this card. We actually pulled from in the booster box as well because it's from the Nightfall set. It's called Holy Eyes. It's a 2-drop spell. You can have 4 copies in your deck. It can be played at any time outside of combat, and if you play it on your opponent's turn, it's a 1-drop. Otherwise, it's just the cost of 2. This lets you untap all of your non-aura light pages, so that your artifacts and your creatures, as long as they're light, and then you ignore all opposing invisible traits, which is actually really good. That's really good. So we'll put 4 there. And as far as that's concerned, I think that's pretty much everything I feel like I want to include here. Okay. All right, let's see what we pulled out here for the deck. All right. I was looking for mana rock. Maybe that. Okay, let me look through the earth cards one more time. So I pulled out a Holy Gem. This is a reverse hollow. This just taps for 2 light aura and an iridescent orb. This taps for a mana, and when it's destroyed until the end of your next turn, or whoever's turn it is when this is destroyed, Dawn is active, and then target bestiary caster loses 20 life points. So you can tap it for 1, and it just costs 1 neutral. So we could play this too when we get when you only have 1 Earth Aura. Let me see. They made an orb card for every color in the UFO set. Let me see if pull one out of my stack of Earth cards here. May not. Nope. I unfortunately do not. Okay. All right. Let's see here. But the orb is not a 0-drop, so we can't search it with Boojum. So maybe we don't use that one. Maybe we don't use that. Okay. Could play this guy too. I'll set him to the side. There's this guy. The Proctor Valley Monster is like a Minotaur guy. Just a generic beastie though. He doesn't have a specific tribe. He costs 2 neutral and 4 earth. 120 life points as the defender and regeneration trait, and he gets 25 damage from ground and mountain. Whenever and when he's in the arena, whenever your opponent casts a spell, he wakes up. And his attack is Crashing Assault for 50, and if no defenders were declared that combat, he does an additional 50 more damage. So, with the Terra bonus, with the mountain we're playing, he's hitting for a total of 125, maybe more with our earth spells that give him damage boosts and stuff. So, yeah. I think what we want, ideally, we stall with Boojums, Gaius Scutus, and the Light Elementals until we can get John Henry, this guy out, and the Proctor Valley Monster. I think ideally that'd be ideal. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see where that. There's a Chaos Crystal. So we'll play one Holy Gem and one Chaos Crystal because that's all I have right now. I don't have any more copies of them available. The rest of my Holy Gems are in my draft cube, so can't use those. Okay. Alright, so let's figure out how much land and stuff we'll need, or aura cards. Let me find my white aura. There they are. I don't have too many in this box. Okay. Just grab a handful. And earth. That's right here. Yeah. Okay, so I think generally we're going to need more earth than light pages, light aura. We'll need at least 5 so we can for sure play Righteous Reckoning. So a 40 card deck could play It's always the part that I find the most frustrating, for lack of a better word. Like trying to figure out my mana. Get that all even and sorted out, you know. It's our most expensive earth thing. 5 too. So we need 5 of each. That's 10. Yeah, we go 10. See if that's enough. I can always adjust the amount, right? Go 10, maybe 14. So 7 of each. So there's the art of the earth auras I have right now. So this is the art from the wilderness set. It's like roots and stuff. I like this one a lot. This is the one from Nightfall. It's like a plateau or I don't know. And this one is this hole was made for me, or whatever that guy says. I think these are like stalactites or stalagmites. Like pointing up into the shape of a person. I think that's what that is. And this one with like stars. I think I want to do the wilderness art. It just looks the best to me. So let's see. Let's grab 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7. Because we're not playing a lot of mana rocks, so we need them. And if I were a rich bear, I would have a bajillion brilliant aura and stuff. It's an aura card you can tap for any color you want. But I unfortunately do not have the luxury of having those. I did pull one out of a box, which was crazy. It was exciting. Yeah, I think I like the wilderness art the most. So there's Seance has this candle, which I really like. Do I have any more in here somewhere? If I do, I like to use the candle. Yeah. It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Okay. So, because the light aura art from the first 2 sets, this is Nightfall, and wait, where's base set? Base set's a little more exciting. Base set's a little more exciting. And then there's the wilderness one that kind of looks like Legend of Zelda fairies, I guess. And UFOs is a UFO tractor beam, which I think looks really neat. I do like it. I have enough to put him in the deck. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. That light aura. Okay, I need to put the earth aura away. Okay, so that's our man. Oops, yanked my headphones out of my monitor. Oopsie. That's embarrassing. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me pull up my calculator so I keep these numbers straight. Okay. So we have a total of 14. We have wiggle room of about 26 cards. Just about. Okay. So we're for sure. Let's see what we're for sure playing. This guy. These two. Boojums. The Terra. Won't be able to use everything here. We want to play the cryptid cams. Don't need to play the rum. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Alright, we're playing 2 index. We need to play to a bookmark. New beginnings. Hey, it's gonna be a little tricky. Okay. And the mana rocks. Let's see how much that is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. That leaves us with 7 cards. 7 cards. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Well, I think I want to play John Henry. Proctor Valley Monster is not super important. We want the guy Scutus. Okay, that's 4 cards left. That's not enough. That's not enough. Do we cut the Righteous Reckoning? I think we might need to cut the Righteous Reckoning. And we can go down to... Let's do 2 copies of Sam's Cryptid Cam. Yeah, let's do that. That buys us 2 cards. Buys us 2 cards. Okay. Because I was like, I find all these cool cards, right? And then I'm like, oh, this card's actually really good. I want to use that one. And then I get a big pile of them, and then I have to cut them down, trim it. Okay, we probably want to play the Graveyard's Mud, just to get guys out of our graveyard. We want to play Light Elementals, for sure. Okay. 4, 5. So it's 4 cards. Play 4 Light Elementals. This is rough. This is rough. I don't want to, but we might need to cut the Exquisite Stews. We might need to cut the Exquisite Stews. Because they don't do anything for us. Ideally, like, where everything's going well, all they're doing when we play them is drawing a card and taking 50 damage. So, I unfortunately think we need to cut the Exquisite Stews. We could go down to 10 mana. 10 aura instead of 14. We could go down to 10. We could. That would buy us more cards. That would buy us a total of 6. That would actually be pretty nice, I think. Yeah, I think we need to do that. Cut 2 of each. It'll make things pretty tight here for our more pricey cards, but we need more cards. We need more cards. Okay. So it gets us 30 cards to work with. Yeah, that's 30 cards. 30 cards. Put the cool. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I think I missed one. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, that leaves us 10 cards. 10 cards! That should be enough. That should be enough. Should be enough. So I'd like to play 4 light elementals. That's 6 cards already. Oh goodness. We'll play Prism Beam for some ramp. I think I want Boulder of Power, just to make our Earth guys stronger. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more cards. 3 more cards. 3 more cards. 3 more cards. I want to play Holy Eyes because it protects us against Invisible, or gets rid of Invisible, which would be great. So I think we play 2 Holy Eyes and one of something else. One of something else. Guess we could throw in the 3rd Cryptid Cam. Yeah, we'll throw in the 3rd Cryptid Cam. Sure. We'll go with that. That's the deck. That's the deck. Okay, let's go through it, see if it makes sense. Okay. And then we'll sleeve it, I guess. So we have, how do you pronounce this? Achiolabapa. Achiolabapa. I'm probably butchering. I'm so sorry. Divine Covenant. Mountain and Daytime Terra. 2 Boo Jumps. To search our 1-drop our mana rocks, and they hit for base 60 on a 3-drop. That's pretty good. 3 Sam's Cryptid Cams for protection against spirits and getting us more monsters temporarily whenever we can get when we have our Cryptid Cams. They're also distraction. They have 60 life points, so they can take a bit of a beating. We have 2 Index to search for a beastie page. This has to be the only non-land card we play on our turn, but early game this should get us help us deck thin, search our cheaper guys, search our boss monsters. We have 2 bookmarks. You gotta play bookmark. A New Beginnings just for hand cycling, in case we get bad hand or we need a new hand. We have a Holy Gem and Chaos Crystal. Holy Gem makes 2 light aura, and Chaos Crystal generates 3 of any color. So that's good. John Henry, just because he's a big guy, and he makes all of our other non-token monsters, we're not playing with tokens, unblockable. And gives them 25 more life points. And yeah. And 2 Stone-Eating Gaius Scutus. So if our Boogems are dead or whatever, we can grab them out of the graveyard, put them under him, and then he's doing their base damage. Same with John Henry, if John Henry ever dies. We have 2 Graveyard Smuds to search a Earth monster from our graveyard. So this is essentially giving us 2 more monsters. We have 2 Boulders of Power. Get these out potentially turn 2 if we get a Chaos Crystal and an Earth Aura. This powers up our monsters, and especially our Earth monsters. Gives our light monsters, our light elementals, and our we are playing tokens with the Stained Glass tokens, but gives our Earth monsters a boost of 40 more damage, which is a lot, and our non-Earth guys 40 plus 20. So that's pretty good with our four light elementals, which make us 20 life point, 20 damage tokens, And if these guys hit a player, the tokens do 10 more damage and have 10 more life points. We have Prism Beam, just to give us a bit of ramp. And then we have 2 copies of Holy Eyes to help us with invisible creatures and wake up our light monsters in case we need blockers. And that's the deck. That's the deck. Okay. Now, we need to clean up this stuff. And we are good to go. Oh, we need to sleeve this, and then we can start the Ravenmocker deck, which might take us longer. Oh, which will probably take us longer to get through. To finish. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Put those away. Put the light cards back in the box. Again, I'm sorry if you're listening to this and the music looping every 2 minutes drives you crazy. I apologize. I don't know if it... hopefully it's not too loud either. No one said anything, so I'm just going to... operate on the assumption that it is fine. Okay. So the next deck, I already have. With this one I have more cards already pulled out, but so we have Ravenmocker. I have 3 of him. I got 2 copies of the promo because I thought this was the promo that was different than the one you pull out of the pack. It's not, which in this case is actually convenient. So we have a playset. You can have 3 of him. He costs 1 Dark Aura, 1 Spirit Aura. And yeah, he soups himself up. He sends he's in the arena. If something were to go to the graveyard, they would go to the afterlife, essentially the banishment zone, or removed from play but still in play, kind of. So we have 3 of him. Then we have the Paw of the Ravenmocker. And it makes our opponent discard 2. Essentially that. And if we have a Ravenmocker, we can play it from discard. We have 2 mana rocks. We have 2 Reaper's Crown. This generates 1 Dark and 1 Spirit. And then I have 2 Nighttime Terrors, because Ravenmocker gets 20 damage, 20 damage bonus from Nighttime. So we're playing the Trick or Treat Town just because we can. So we are. Then we have... we may or may not play this. 2 copies of All Hallows Eve. This... if you're playing... It does more if you're playing it... Play it during October, so that's why we're playing the nighttime. This Terra makes it during the game. It is considered the month of October, so basically Halloween, which helps us with our 4th wall effects. So this card, you take everything out, all the monsters out of your 3 discard piles, and put them, summon them back, remove all their spirit and invisible traits. But they all come in with haste, and if you play it during the month of October, you get your opponent's monsters too. So it's just a end game swingy card, maybe bring a game back. And I don't know if we're actually going to play these, but we might. I have a playset of Chibi Salem Witches. She lets you search for other Salem Witches. And when she dies, she lets you play your Salem switches for 1. And if it's October, her attack damages a player. That player discards a card from their hand. Then we have Salem switches. They're a 4-drop. But while she's active in the arena, she makes all your spells that you play from your hand cost 1 less to a minimum of 1. And that apparently stacks. And you can have 2. And her power is Witch's Tribunal. You accuse another player or whoever you could target yourself with at least, they have to have at least 4 cards in their hand. That player discards 2 cards at random from their hand. If any card that is discarded is a spell, nothing happens. If neither cards are spells, the next spell that player would play can be played without paying its aura cost. So you can target yourself, discard lands or something like that, as long as they're not spells. And then the next spell you play, you can play for free. So these are actually pretty good, actually. That will let us play our All Hallows Eve for free, which is a 7-cost spell. So that's actually pretty good. And you can target your opponent to discard cards, which will Ravenmocker's active would make them go to the afterlife, which would power them up, especially if they discard a monster card. So that's the core we're working with. Let's grab the mana base real quick. We're also playing 2 mana rocks, so we'll just play 5 of each. We'll go with 10. Gives us 30 cards to work with. We need Dark Aura. Let's see. And Spirit Aura. It's Flame. Water. Cosmic. There's Dark. Yeah. Okay, so the Dark Auras are all actually look pretty good. I think the Dark Aura has my favorite art out of any of these. Seances is this one. That's Walking Sam and the can't remember what his name is, and then the not deer down there. That's base sets. Pretty not super exciting. And then there's these ones are my favorite. Actually, hold on, we have more than I thought we did. 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my favorite. I like them the most. They're just the most striking to me. Wildernesses, those are the Sinister Shadows. And UFOs is like a dark hole, which is also really cool. Yeah. That's what those look like. 5 of those. We need Spirit Aura. Should be around here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. And okay. Oops, sorry. Did not mean to bump the camera. Those all look very red. There's lots of red going on here. Okay, so that's Nightfall's art. The Hat Man on the UFOs, and that's Wilderness's art, and that's sorry, that was super close to the camera. Seance's art. Oh, do I have base sets? I guess I don't. We'll use the Hatman one. 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll go with that. That's that all done. So we have about 30 cards to work with here. Hi, Crid. We're building some Metazoo decks. We're not unboxing anything or anything. We're building some decks. We just finished one, so we're building this one. And then maybe Thursday I'll ask my brother to see if he'll play a game with me, so I can show you guys how this, so we can see if my deck building ability is any good. How are you, Crit? How you doing, sweetheart? We're building a deck around this guy. So, yeah. Alright, we need, before I forget, we need a New Beginnings. Do I have any more? Am I out of New Beginnings? I think I'm out of New Beginnings. Oh, no. Okay, so we need 2 bookmarks. And, I guess we'll have to play 2 next chapters. Okay. So, kind of know what I'm looking for here. We need we need a playset of these. We need DC the Demon Cat, because he sends stuff to the afterlife here. If you're playing in Washington, D.C., this page gains haste. As a power is unlucky, you may activate this power at any time. If this beastie has no meow counters, choose the next result of an opposing caster's die roll, or coin flip this turn. Which won't be very applicable here most of the time. Place a meow counter on this beastie, so it lets you mess with someone's coin flip or die roll once. And we're more focused on its attack though. Scratching pages for 10 damage and inflicts scared. If this attack damaged a caster, that caster sends the top page of their spellbook to the afterlife. So that's what we want. That's what we're focusing on there with that guy. He also has fear, so when you summon him, it works just like pretty much just like Flash. Summon him, your opponent wins, or if they fail a coin flip, goes back to their hand. The target monster goes back to their hand. So we'll play with a playset for now. There's also actually a handful of Dark and Spirit colored beasties. Let's see. There's also where'd I go? The Sackabilly. I don't know if I want to play Sackabilly, but yeah, I don't know if I want to play this guy. Not sure. And then there's the there. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I'm thinking it was. Do we want to play the gargoyle? You have to be wearing fake blood to play him for 1 dark. He's a fire dark monster. And when you summon him, you and BCs you control cannot be dealt damage or lose life points outside of combat from pages controlled by opposing casters into the start of the next turn. I don't know if that's great for this deck. Yeah, that's not great. Not ideal. Where's the... There we are. Okay. So now we need... Oops, sorry. Pulling the cord on the camera. We need the dark cards. Which are here. There is a dark spell I do want to play. Let's see. I don't know if it's good, but I want to use it. Gotta pull these out sooner. Okay. Let's see. So there's a lot of cards that synergize with Bloodsucker monsters. We won't be focusing on those. We might play Terrifying. We show a monster with 3 or higher aura cost from our deck. And if we do, we can put an opponent's monster non-dark beastie with 1 or less aura cost on top of his owner spellbook. That'd be... I mean, that would kill a token. But most decks aren't playing 1 or less, at least the ones I've built. That's good, but not amazing. Okay, I think we want some Napa Rebobs. They're 1-drops with flying, so, you know. And if there's a banana with an eyesight, they double their attack against players. You know, not the worst ever. Oh, Sinister Shadows. I never actually read what the card Sinister Shadows does. There must be a shadow in the arena to contract this page. Target a non-token dark beastie with an aura cost of 1. For each beastie with the same name as the targeted beastie, place a token that is a copy of the targeted beastie into the arena awakened tokens are not considered contracted and have 5 life points. So we could do that with our Napa Rebobs. We could. Okay. There is a monster I do for sure want to include just because it's really good and really strong. That is the... I have actually quite a few of this card, but it's at least good from what I've played of it. This is the Houston Batman. Sorry, I'm just trying to find an angle where it's not super glary. It's a 6-drop, so it is very pricey. Oh, we haven't had a break in about 5 minutes. We hit the 2-hour mark already? Okay. It has 135 life points as the flying and fear trait, and gets 45 more damage from dusk and city, and has invisible if trees are nearby. And while it's in the arena, whenever the coin flip for fear is heads, you may have the targeted beastie stay in the arena instead. Whenever a beastie is targeted by fear, that beastie is dealt 30 damage. Its attack is Dark Wings for 60. If this attack damages a caster, reactivate fear on a beastie you control, which is actually really good. And that reminds me, I want to play Wendigo. We pulled a Wendigo card. We pulled a Hollow Wendigo. It's hard to see, but it is sparkly. So we're going to play Wendigo too. Because Batman will activate Wendigo's fear trait, and he does it whenever he flips a coin for fear and the result is tails. He wakes up and attacks somebody, and whenever he destroys a card, you activate his fear again. So Batman and Wendigo is actually a pretty mean combination. Pretty mean. Just for the lulz, we might play Dover Demon. Maybe. I'll put him in the maybe pile. Maybe just for Phobos. Because Dover Demon is Phobos' favorite. So, or it's from the area where Phobos is from. Something like that. Maybe we try and find a way to put things to sleep too. Do we have that yet? No, just monsters, no spells. We could play Morpheus. So I think we'll play Nightmare. Maybe. I'll put it in the maybe pile. We'll figure it out later in a bit. It costs 0 to cast if one of the players had a nightmare in the past week. You inflict scared on an opposing BC. That means it has to succeed a coin flip to attack. And if it's also inflicted with sleep, you may place this, or if it's already afflicted with sleep, you destroy the monster. And then you may place this card on the bottom of your spellbook. So that's just really good. Let me see if I can find more copies of Nightmare. I know there's some in the... We definitely pulled some in the booster box. There's another one. Another one. And another one. Okay. So it's in the... Oop. That's in the maybe pile. Any other spells? Anything else? Hmm. That. Um. Could play Death Beam. It just destroys a monster, places them into the afterlife. But there's a restriction that you can't play light pages for the rest of the game. But it is targeted destruction, which is pretty good. And it sends them to the afterlife, so that couldn't search it up, get it back from the discard with Graveyard's Mud or anything. I think we're okay just playing 2 copies of that. We could play... Oh, there's the outbreak. Okay. Could play Bat Squatch. Could play Bat Squatch, but so I don't think I want to play Bat Squatch. I don't think I do. It's not amazing. That there it is. I do want to play Bloodthirsty because it doubles equipped monster's attack. But when you declare an attack with it, it must attack the nearest page, as long as it's a legal target. Oh, the closest opposing page to it. Okay. And you can have 2 of those in a deck. See if I could find another one. I know we pulled more out of the booster box here. I know we did. There it is. Okay, and as far as dark cards go, I think that's it. Now we need to look at these spirit cards. Kinda know what we need now. Okay. I need to grab. Oops. Okay. There's a promo card I actually think I want to use here. I'm gonna grab it out of this theme deck. Welcome back from the ad break. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. There's the Skinny Owl. When you summon her, you can place a target beast with an honor cost of 1 or less from your afterlife into the arena awakened. So that will get us our chibi witches back. Because they're in our they are cost of 1. Our attack is exploiting effects. Would focus. There we go. This attack deals plus 20 damage for every opposing page with a status effect indicator. So, the DC the Demon Cat inflicts scared, that counts, and Nightmare inflicts scared, those are status effect indicators. We can get him to sleep with the cards, that counts. And she gets a 20 damage and 20 lifeline bonus from nighttime, and has flying, spirit, and is unblockable. This card is a monster, so I think we want to play this card. I'm going to open this. I'm going to open the sealed promo card. We'll play the Skinny Owl. And then there are a few spirit cards that would be good to have, good to play. We need some familiars probably, and Morpheus. And then I think that's all we really need, except there's a Bell Witch that we pulled out of the permanent possession is really good too. You just take control of a monster until it leaves the arena, so we could steal. You can steal your opponent's monsters if they're a problem. Yeah, so art's a little freaky, but there's that. Oh, there's Bell Witch. Yeah. Bell Witch is okay. Oh my goodness me. Oh, the camera. I bumped the camera. Sorry. It's like, why is my hand? Yeah, anyway. This, it's a witch, so it's searchable with Salem's Witches, so it's the Skinny Owl. And she inflicts burn? Is that burn? No, that's paralysis and 2 poison with her attack. And she lets us play spirit spells from our cemetery, which is cool. But with Ravenmocker... Oh, Ravenmocker is a witch too, so we can search Ravenmocker with our Salem's Witches. So this is definitely a maybe. It's a witch, so it is searchable, and she does status effect indicators. And she can let us play her spells from the cemetery. So early game, she's a probably better early game. The only other card I know for sure I want to play is Familiars, and we need Morpheus. Morpheus puts cards to sleep. Sleep is actually really strong. Sleep will put a card... Sleep effectively locks down a card until it gets attacked. Sleep is only removed when a card is inflicted damage in combat or targeted with an attack, something like that. It is crazy good. Like crazy good. Crazy good. Actually, I think we can put the... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Thank you for the stretch, Ching. 2 stretches? Okay. Ugh. I can't stretch twice, but I'll try again. Thank you for the treat. Thank you. I will eat a gummy bear. How are you, Cheng? Did I ask how you were? I'm sorry. Hope you're doing okay, Cheng. Thank you for the redeemed spirit. Thank you. Okay, so we need familiars and Morpheus. That's what we're looking for. Actually, we pulled some familiars in our booster box. Should be some. A stack of cards here. I don't know if we have a play set. Can have 4, I think. I'm good. I don't know if this stream is great watching content, but I'm having a good time. And apologies if the music is getting very old. It's been 2 hours. We pulled 2 familiars. Okay. You have 6, so I think we'll be okay with 4 familiars. We only pulled 2? How we pulled? Huh. Must have only pulled 2 familiars. Alright. Do we pull the reverse one? No. Okay. Huh. Oh well. Okay. Need 2 familiars. There's 2. Actually, I have 2 reverse hollow ones. I thought I just had 1, but I have 2 reverse hollow familiars. That's fun. That's fun. Now we need to find copies of Morpheus. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm reading. Okay, that's not terrible. So, I guess I only have 1 copy of this card. It's just a guy. I think this is a character in Metazoo. I don't know if this is a real man or a historical figure. Whenever he's inflicted with sleep, you put a trance counter on him instead, and he has spirit as long as he has a trance counter. His power is astral projection. You may only activate this power while this beastie has a trance counter. Place a beastie in your afterlife into your chapter and remove all trance counters from this beastie. So this would let us... Oh, and he inflicts sleep with his attack, and combat ends after his attack resolves. So if you can give him first strike, that'd be pretty good. Then he inflicts sleep, and he gets us creature monsters back from the afterlife, which sounds cool, but I don't know if there's enough room in this deck for him. I'll put him in the maybe pile. I'll put him in the maybe pile. I guess I only have one copy of him. Okay, still need Morpheus cards. Oh no, I have 2 copies of him. Cool. Familiars. More familiars. There's Morpheus. So Morpheus, target beast is inflicted with sleep. The coin flip for sleep is automatically considered to be heads unless an effect would state otherwise. So we want a playset of Morpheus. That's 1. Need 3 more. Come on. I know I got more. They're just in the very back of the stack of cards. It wouldn't really surprise me, I suppose. Come on. There we go. There's 2 more copies of Morpheus. Okay, and then... Is there anything else you might want to put in here? Hold on, I forget this card exists. Stargate Project. Target opposing caster writes down a number 1, 2, or 3 and places it face down on the table. You guess what number they have written down, and then they reveal it. If you are correct, look at the top 4 pages of your opponent's spellbook. Place those 4 pages on top of their deck in any order. If you're incorrect, nothing happens. Super silly. Art is funny. Those are the Men in Black, and I guess they're interrogating a space penguin. Interesting. For sure. Okay, but I think might be it for the deck. I think that's about all we need. Yeah. Okay, and we put all these back. I guess I didn't put them all back yet. Okay. Now, we thin down the deck. We have 30 cards to work with here. Let's see. So, this all is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Hmm. Well. We have 10 cards. Right? 10 cards. Which is fine. That's fine. Okay, so we want 4 familiars. We could go down to 3 familiars. We could go down to 3. Or 3 demon cats. 3 demon cats. They don't hit super hard. The familiars hit harder than the demon cats. Alright, we'll go down to 3 demon cats. Yeah, we'll go down to 3 demon cats. A lot of familiars. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 7 cards. 7 cards. Maybe we go 3 Morpheus and 3 Nightmares. Yeah. 3 Morpheus. And 3 Nightmares. 6. I do want to play the Houston Batman and Wendigo still. I do. Is there anything else here? Oh, Possession, the Edgar case. I think Edgar case probably be better in a dedicated like sleep deck. Probably. If I had to guess. I do want to play Bloodthirsty 2. Man. Man. Okay. So we need to make room for 4 cards. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 6. Wait, no. 4, 5, 6, 27, 28, 29. I leave this with 1 card. Oh. Maybe we go 2 Morpheus and 2 Nightmares. If I want to play Wendigo and Batman. Alright, yeah, we can do that. Cool. And then at least there's 1 card, so we need to take out 1 more. Then we go 3 familiar, 2. Three familiar, 3 demon cat. Now let's just play both Bloodlust copies. Oh shoot, I forgot about the bookmarks and stuff. Oh goodness. Oh, I knew this was okay. I knew this would be tough. I knew this would be tough. So that's 4 cards because of next chapter. Unless I just don't do that. Or grab a New Beginnings from somewhere else. I'm pretty sure I'm out of them. I could grab it out of a deck that I don't really care about too much. Because it's not too good. Could do that. But I am out of New Beginnings. So... Okay, this is... this is annoying. So we need to cut down for those 2. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I used all my New Beginnings. Yep. Yep, I did. I did. So, I already took the one out of this deck. Maybe I did. It's got cooler art of Morpheus in it. Yeah, I did. I took out the... I took out the New Beginnings already. Okay, so... either I just cut the Nightmares and Morpheus's out. Or might be my only option. Might be my only option. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah. So I have 1, and then I have to cut 3 cards. I have to cut 3 cards. Ones that make the most sense to cut for this deck, I guess, is Wendigo and Houston Batman. And we build a deck around Fear. Because that combo is fun. Maybe that's what I do with that deck. So I built a deck with the Chibi cards around Chibi Bunny Man. And it just does not do good enough. It does not do well enough. So I think I might need to do that. So we'll cut Wendigo and Batman for now. Unfortunately. So that's 3. I need to cut 1 more. I think I'll cut the Familiars down to 3 copies. Should work. That should work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yes. Let's just bring in bookmarks and bloodlust. Alright. So now we put these away. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to build a dark deck built around fear. To get like the most out of Wendigo and Batman. Which might be fun too. I guess we could do that too. I guess we could do that tonight too, but I don't really feel like it. Okay, so those are the decks built. The decks are built. The decks are built. I can sleeve them on stream. I could, but I think I don't know. Don't feel like I don't really have time for that, but oh well. I mean, we could do that and just chat for a bit. Move the cam back over here over my monitor and leave some cards. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Well, now I know need to, now I need to build a deck around fear and stuff. Okay. Need to deactivate the camera and should have like had it up there maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I need to turn off the camera and move it. I will be right back. Oops. Whoops. Okay, forgive the scuff for a second here. Whoop. There we go. Okay, need to move this. Oh, it's heavy. It is heavy. Okay. Oh, all right. I need to grab some sleeves because I don't think this is enough. Oh, it might be actually. These might be enough. Could be enough sleeves. Could be enough. Yeah, okay. Whew. All right. Well, thank you for sitting with me tonight. I appreciate it. It was a little probably unexpected, but I had a good time. It's not a super exciting stream though. The 12-hour streams actually went kind of crazy, and so my analytics are gonna be like, wow, that stream was terrible. It's like, I don't care, I have fun. I had fun. Twitch. Okay. Those are 2 decks. Could sleeve them with the same sleeves. I kind of want them to be different. I do have some old sleeves that are kind of beat up. Yeah. Otherwise, so this deck, yeah. Well, I guess I need those sleeves to build the. Well, if I'm gonna take it apart, I'm gonna need to unsleeve it anyway. So this is the. Yeah. This is the deck I built with Bunnymans and Mothman. It's not. I don't want to say it's terrible, but when I tested it with my brother, he kicked my can down the street. And excuse me, did not go well. Did not go well. But I think I'll just I think I'll leave it. I have these seance sleeves. Let's use these seance sleeves. These are shiny too, so these are more reflective. They're not matte. Oh my goodness, camera. So you could see the holographic hollow pattern better through them. Okay, let's start with this one because we built it first. Yeah, so hopefully this is enough sleeves for both of these. I have one more pack of seance sleeves. I got a bunch of them with those 60 booster packs we opened. Those are super reflective. Keep them down there. So I'm curious to see how these perform against each other. I kind of built them with that in mind, but of course it's the first draft. We could tune them. And again, I don't have all like the fancy cards. I don't have a lot of them. I have a lot of seance cards, but that's only because we opened like 60 booster packs of them, but I got them for cheap because seance booster boxes are searchable or mappable. If you open a booster box and you open a pack with a specific art on it and it doesn't have a holographic card in it, the rest of the packs in that box with that art will not have a holo in it. So I got a bunch of packs for cheap, got a bunch of bulk. I did get some good. I got some non-holo rares, but there's some rares that only come in holo that I do not have. That would probably make things synergies better, but it's fine. So I put in Holy Eyes because Ravenmocker has Invisible. So I was thinking, well, whoever's playing against the Ravenmocker deck needs way around Invisible. I mean, a Ravenmocker would still take damage from the monster he's attacking, but and there's Prism Beam just for some ramp. Nice and sparkly. We have our light elementals. So honestly, right now I could not tell you which deck is better. I have a feeling this light earth deck is probably going to be better. Maybe, I don't know. Because the light elementals are just really good cards. They get you tokens, and then they power up their tokens if they hit your opponent directly, which can be harder to set up later in the game. But like turn after the turn, like turn 3, because you need 2 mana to summon them. Boulder of Power will make our guys stronger. Metazoo is a very, like, if you watch Metazoo gameplay, a lot of the time the games start kind of slow, perhaps, or you know, oh, I need to raise my chair. I need to raise my chair. I need to raise it more than that. But hi, Thorin. Thank you for sitting with me. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. 2. There we go. That's better. That's better. But Metazoo games can be very swingy. Very back and forth. And then someone just like, they get their big guy out or they get their combo going, and then there's just no coming back. This whole time. Well, thank you for looking, Thorn. I appreciate you. Thank you. So, right, I got distracted, but Graveyard Smut gets our guys back out of the graveyard if they're still there. Before a Ravenmocker or whatever, but you know, this deck will not just be fighting against the Ravenmocker deck. We have Stone Eating Gaia Scutises. So when our John Henry or Boojums die, they can take them out of the graveyard, put them underneath them, and then they do their base damage. Which Boojums is actually higher than John Henry's. This is a reverse hollow Chaos Crystal that feels really bad. This card feels like garbage. The front feels smooth because of the foiling, but the back feels almost like cardboard that got wet and then dried. It's like the texture, you know, or like beat up cardboard that's kind of wrinkly. I don't know, just feels bad. Feels bad. First print of like, oh, this is 2nd edition, of course, but first, like this one, oh my goodness, it's like actually treated, so it's nice and smooth on the back. Oh my goodness. I need to look into getting more sleeves. Maybe I'll put some on my throne. Some new beginnings. Yeah. Those are mana rocks, so we can search with Boojum. New beginnings to refresh our hand if we need it. Bookmark. Draw 2 cards. Our index to search our bigger guys. Now, the Ravenmocker deck doesn't have indexes or New Beginnings. It doesn't have a New Beginning because I ran out of copies, I guess. New Beginnings only really came in theme decks and release event decks, so you only really have as many copies of that as you have theme decks. And our cryptid cams will help us with spirits and give us token copies of other monsters to the end of our next turn. It's always nice. Boojum, just kind of beefy. Oh, he also has invisible. I didn't know that. I didn't realize he also had invisible. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're one short. One short. You know, we have Divine Covenant just because it's funny. And, you know, we have this guy who has everyone's HP or everyone's life points to 500. We have Divine Covenant, which gives everybody the mean or whatever it's called. This isn't a full pack of sleeves here. I had to guess. I'm curious to see how well this deck does. But that's the deck. Definitely up to change if stuff isn't working, or you know, not too many monsters in this deck, but that's okay. It is a 40 card deck. We are playing through cryptid cams that gets us copy monsters or token monsters, and yeah. Okay, that's the Light Earth deck. Again, I was never. I don't think there was local Metazoo play in my area at my game store or anything. So I never like played this with anybody but besides my brother. And now my sister, I guess, but so I never I only knew what was meta because of YouTube videos. I wasn't in the Metazoo Discord. I know there's a TTS mod for Metazoo TTS mod, but Rinako, thank you for the raid, sweetheart. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Get you a shout out here. Unless Thorn beats me to it. There we go. Please go follow Rinako, please. They're super sweet. How was you were playing Earth Defense Force? One of the Earth Defense Force games? I believe. Thank you, Thorn. Thank you. Hi, Axon. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. It's Tuesday, but I know we're not playing Digimon. I built some Metazoo decks. Attempted to. I hope they turned out okay, but we built two. I'll go through them again after we sleeve them. But how was stream Winako and Axon? Hope it went well. But welcome, Raiders. Welcome. I'm Ketchup the Bear, your local Teddy Variety streamer. I do ASMR every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and the rest of the week we play games. Today's a handcam day. We built some Metazoo decks. Metazoo is a dead card game. Well, there's a new version of it, but this original run is dead. But yeah, there's Metazoo cards. It's super bright. I'm sorry. But we built some decks. This is a Light Earth deck. I don't know if it's good, but we put it together. But I'm good, Rinako. I'm good. It's been good. Pretty slow night, but that's okay. We're not doing anything too exciting. We're supposed to play Digimon on Tuesdays, but I got ideas for some deck builds, and I just couldn't stop thinking about them today. So, we're building them. We're building them. I am wearing some striped thigh highs. I am. Thought I'd mix it up with some stripes today. I do have a thigh drum redeem. Something you'd be interested in. I do have this BGM playing. It's made by the lovely Lexi. It is about 2 minutes on loop. Hasn't bothered me so far, but that's because I'm talking. I've been talking for almost 3 hours. So, um, yeah, but let me know if the music gets jarring or grating. Grating's a better word. Grating's a better word. We'll go back through the decks after I sleeve them. Hi Tina, hi. Thank you for coming with the raid. Thank you. But welcome raiders, welcome. This is not my usual content. I am usually a teddy bear VTuber on the screen. Today I am flesh tuber femboy, I guess. I don't know. But thank you for the raid, Rinako. Thank you. Card tuber. True. But hey Rinako, hope you're doing right. Oh, I already asked you. I'm so sorry. But please, thank you for the raid. Sorry, my brain's all over the place. Thank you for the follow, Tina. Thank you. I appreciate you. Stream win. I don't have Tabletop Simulator. I don't know how to use it. I know Kami does Magic on Saturdays. I want to. We play Master Duel a lot. We play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel quite often. Bum. But thank you for the raid, the raid, Riniko. Please do not worry about sticking around. Take care of yourself. Get some food. Get some water. Do what you gotta do. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Thank you. All card games you played got canceled. Why did you beat my butt at? What? Oh, a Master Duel. Right. Wait a minute. For some reason, that card just felt 2 cards thick. The second version of Kaijudo. Yeah, I remember watching Kaijudo on TV on, I think it was the Hub, back when that was a thing around Transformers Prime and Friendship is Magic and stuff. Yeah, so Metazoo is a game about cryptids. Well, you fight with cryptids. It plays like Magic the Gathering. Thank you, Rinako. We won't be live too much longer. We're just gonna go till after we sleeve these, and we'll go over them one more time, I guess. Okay. Almost done. Hopefully there's enough sleeves in here. I don't want to have to crack open the other one, because then that one won't be a full 60 or whatever. I think it's either 50 or 60 sleeves. But thank you for the lurk, Riniko. Please take care of yourself. What is that badge? I've never seen that badge before. Speed-ons? I've never seen that one before. You're the only person I've seen with that badge. We'll give them a shuffle. Do a few test draws, I guess. And then I need to ask my brother if he's okay playing Metazoo on a stream with me to test these. So these Ravenmocker cards I got on eBay. These are the straightest Metazoo the flattest Metazoo hollows I've ever seen in my life. It is crazy. There's one extra sleeve. There's one extra sleeve. Okay. Well, it's okay. Let's go over here. This goes up here. Okay, well. That's that. I didn't have to break out the other pack of sleeves. Are these the same height? Yeah. It should be 40 cards. So, the Earthlight deck, we'll just go through one more time because we got some raids. We got a raid. I don't know if it'll make any sense if you haven't played Metazoo before. Wait, I break it 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Well. Sorry, I'm just looking at my Discord pings. Okay. So, sorry. The Light Earth deck, we have this guy. You can't read that at all. I really don't want to swap the cameras again. Move the camera again. But we have. How do you pronounce this? Uchiyalabapa. 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 Something like that. It's a big old monster, really strong. We want to get him out as soon as possible. And he hits like a truck. We have Divine Covenant, which equalizes everyone's HP, and everyone draws 3 cards. We have a Daytime Terra, in case we're not playing during the day. Big Tall Mountain to give us mountain 4th wall effects. We have 2 Boojums, just because they hit for 60, and they're a 3-drop, that's pretty good, and they're invisible. And they can search, they can do a bit of deck thinning, search our mana rocks. We have 3 cryptid cams. They help us deal with spirit monsters, make them vulnerable, and it gets us a token copy of an opponent's monster till the end of our next turn, just in case we need a blocker or an attacker that turn. We have 2 indexes, which lets us search out any monster. 2 bookmarks, which lets us draw 2 cards. It's just a Pot of Greed. We have a New Beginnings, which refreshes our hand. You shuffle your hand back into your deck, draw 7 new cards. It's Professor Oak, kinda similar to Professor Oak. We have our mana rocks. We have a Holy Gem that taps for 2 light aura, and we have a Chaos Crystal that you can tap for 3 aura of any type. Those are 2 search targets with Boojum. We have John Henry. He's just a really big guy, and he makes our other guys big and unblockable, which is really good. We have 2 stone-eating guys, Scutus, just to stall, and we can generate aura with them, which is good. They're 2 drops, 50 HP. They have an ability that grabs a guy out of the graveyard, puts it underneath them, and then their attack value, their damage value, is the base value of the guy underneath them. So if our Boojums die, we can get the Boojum, put it under him, and then these guys are hitting for 60. Up to 70 with Mountain, which is really good. Or 60 with John Henry. We have 2 Graveyard Smuds. which lets us get a guy back from the graveyard if they're not in the afterlife or anything anywhere else. We have 2 boulders of power. They're artifacts that we tap them and it gives our guys, it gives the target monster we have 20 more damage. And if it's an earth monster, they do an additional 20. So it's an additional total of 40 additional damage on an earth monster, which is a lot. That's really good. Then we have 4 light elementals. These little guys get us tokens with their power, and then if they damage a player directly themselves, they power up our tokens. There's 4 of them. Yep, there's 4 of them. We have a prism beam that attaches to one of our auras or land cards, equivalent of land cards for magic, and it generates an additional light aura and becomes a light aura. We can do that to our opponent too, but generally probably not a good idea. And we have 2 holy eyes, which untaps all of our guys. We can play this anytime outside of combat. So we can play holy eyes on our opponent's turn, and it wakes up all our light monsters. That's just our boss monster, the big phoenix dragon guy. Focus. There we go. Put this down here so it's not super glary. And our tokens count and our light elementals, and then we ignore all opposing invisible traits, so that would make Ravenmocker attackable, which is good. Then we have 5 earth auras. Those are our lands. We have 5 light aura. Don't know if that's too little, too much. We'll see. We'll give it a shuffle. These sleeves are kind of sticky. They're kind of grippy to each other. Let's give it a shuffle and we'll draw 7. The hand size in this game is 7. So our hope with this deck is that the game does not go on too long. we want to hit hard early, and then survive long enough till we can afford to get John Henry out and our big boss monster deity guy. Because he'll be hitting, if we have both of our terrors out, he's hitting for like 150 with his attack, which is a lot. The Metazoo games usually don't go on too long. I don't think I ever finished my thought about that. Yeah, so if you watch Metazoo gameplay, there's a channel called Meta Bros. They did like almost daily Metazoo gameplay content till the game died, and they're great. They haven't uploaded in like 2 years. But their gameplay is really good. They did paper for a while, and then they moved to TTS because it was a pain to get all the cards. But their games usually start with, someone's losing or behind, and then they get a card, and then they turn it around, and then someone else turns it around. I don't know. Metazoo's just super swingy. Or someone gets ahead super early, and then the game's just kind of decided from there. Okay. Oh, right. And here's the stone jug tokens that the Boojum makes. It's super bright, but There's a Boojum face on there. That's the tokens the Boojum makes. Thank you for sticking with me through the ad break. Thank you, thank you. We won't be live too much longer. We just shuffled the deck. We'll give it a... Let's see. Hand is 7 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did we get any lands? We got 1. Okay. And we probably didn't shuffle it enough. But we got 1. We got Boojum. We got both Terras, bookmark, and both indexes. So not a terrible hand. Probably just didn't shuffle it enough. Probably just didn't shuffle it enough. It was a fresh shuffle, so. Okay. Alright, let's try that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, first try. Okay, we opened with a light aura. Better than nothing. Okay, then how would the rest of the game go? Okay, we draw an Earth. That would let us play some things. Yeah, do we have a bookmark or anything? No. Okay, well. Good night, Chang. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So if the aura is in the middle of the deck. It is only about a quarter of the deck that's mana cards, but we did that for both decks, so. Yeah, alright. Okay, then there's this one. We'll go through this one. So we went through that one. So we have 3 Raven Mockers. These are the same. These are just promos with different artwork. They're invisible, and then they're active in the arena. Well, they're in the arena. Anything that would go to a discard pile goes to the afterlife, and once per turn, when a card, or is it when a monster? When a monster goes to the afterlife, they gain 30 life points. That means they increase their maximum life points. Restore would go up to the maximum. Gain increases the max. And then their attack does 15 more damage for every monster card, every creature card in the afterlife. In everyone's afterlife. So he can get pretty nasty pretty quick. We have a Stickiny Owl, because it's a witch, and it's searchable with our Chibi witches, or Chibi Salem's witches, so is Raven Mocker. Raven Mocker is a witch. And she does 20 more damage for every status effect indicator in the arena. That is sleep, paralysis, poison, all that stuff. So she can get pretty nasty pretty quick. She has flying, spirit, and unblockable, which is like a crazy combination. That means she can only be blocked. Actually, she can't be the target of attacks except by other flying spirits, which is crazy. And she can't be blocked because she is unblockable. And she gets us a 1-drop monster from our afterlife back when we summon her. We have 2 Salem's Witches. they're essentially a delinquent duo. They can make our opponent discard 2, or we can discard 2, and then the next, depending on what we discard or what our opponent discards, makes the next spell they would play cost nothing. You can play it for free. And we have 4 chibi witches. When they're summoned, we search our deck for a witch. And when they die, the next or we can pay 1 dark to place a page with Salem's Witches from our hand, limbo, or afterlife into the arena awakened. So when they die, we can get our Salem's Witches out for 1 instead of 4. And when their attack hits a player, that player discards a card. We have 2 Call of the Ravenmocker. We can play this from our cemetery and then place it into the afterlife, or we can play it from our cemetery for 3 spirit and then place this into the afterlife, and then this also makes our opponent discard 2 cards. We have our 2 mana rocks, 2 Reaper's Crown. They tap for a dark and a spirit. We have our 2 Terras, 2 Trick or Treat Towns. This is nighttime. These essentially make it October when they're in play, which is very good. We have 3 Demon Cats, DC the Demon Cat. They're only here because they have Fear and Spirit. And when their attack damages a player, that player takes the top card of their deck and puts it in the afterlife. Then we have 3 Familiars, which get a damage boost if we have any beastie witches in play, and they can make our spells cheaper. We have 2 Morpheus to put things to sleep. We have 2 Nightmares to make things scared, and if they're already asleep, they're destroyed, which is pretty mean. We have 2 Bookmarks, which lets us draw 2 cards. And we have Bloodlust, which equips to one of our monsters and doubles their attack value, their attack damage, which is really good. And we have 5 Dark Aura. This is my favorite artwork for Dark Auras in the game. It's just super cool. Then we have 5 Spirit Aura with the Hat Man on them. And that's the deck. Alright, Thorn wants us to raid Val. Okay. Ooh. Let's give this one a shuffle. So the theme decks, I went with 10 aura in these, and then the theme decks I think have 14, maybe 15. And I don't know, it's probably just bad shuffling, but I played with my brother and I drew all my aura cards up until my sister when we played. And I was probably just shuffling. Bad shuffling. It was a fresh shuffle on those decks. But we drew all our auras. And yeah. So we were drowning in aura or mana, whatever you want to call it. Alright, let's give this a 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have... Okay, it's a pretty good hand. Not terrible. We have We have 2 auras, and we have 2 familiars. So we could play the familiar, and that would make our demon cat cheaper, right? Cost 1 less aura, yeah. So then, yeah. Then we could play demon cat and then our other familiar the next turn. Not terrible. Not terrible. This deck has a lot more 1-drops than the light earth deck. Yeah, not a terrible hand. Oop. That fell down. Anyway, that's the decks. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, everybody. Let's see here. Let's start the music. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't too... Hopefully that didn't get too old. That will not be playing every stream. That's just... I just played it tonight, so there's no dead air while I'm reading cards. Okay. Thorn wants us to raid... Villacious. Just playing Coffee Talk. Alright. Alright. Let's get the raid going here. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all very much. Please be nice to Valacious is playing Coffee Talk. Doing some cozy Coffee Talk stuff. Valacious does that often. If you stream Coffee Talk on Twitch, Thorn will find you. And she will make you rate me for some reason. But I love you guys very much. Thank you for the raid, Tina. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, no, that was Rinako. Sorry. Thank you for the follow, Tina. Thank you. Thank you for the raid, Rinako. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. And thank you, Elliot. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate you lots. Thank you. I will see you all tomorrow for some ASMR. It's been a week since we've done ASMR, so people, I know people like the ASMR. I appreciate that you guys like the ASMR. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna go get a snack, I think, or go get some seconds of dinner and go the heck to bed. Good night, guys. Please be nice to Rena. Please be nice to Rena Cope too. They're super sweet. Anyway, good night, guys. I love you all very much. Bye bye.